in this video, I want to ask you guys a question that maybe you could help shed some light on for me, because I have no fucking idea how to answer this. And that question is, why are some men so obsessed with sports?
All right, Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the Lord's hopefully led. Back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. This has just been on my spirit a lot lately. I don't know if I brought this video out before, but I definitely, have recently talked about this, but it's just on my spirit, man, concerning, it's NFL season, and I'm just starting to see more and more how ridiculous this is. You probably know already where I'm going with it by what this guy is saying. And again, I always like to state, as we often do, there's nothing wrong with watching sports. All right. There is, however, something wrong with our people, our men. We'll start with the nation of Israel, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. If you're overly indulging in this, all right, or indulging in this period, all right, and you don't know Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, if you're not serving Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, if you don't know the names and to call upon the name Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, if you're not trying to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, all right, to the best of your ability, of course, because we can't be perfect, it's a serious problem. So I'll let this guy speak, and then I'll bring out a precept, and that'll be it.
Now, I don't know if this is a worldwide phenomenon or something exclusive to United States, but in my observation, it seems that a good percentage of American men are obsessed with sports. I don't understand it. I've seen this throughout my whole life. Regardless of who I'm around, where I am, they are fucking obsessed. And to me, it seems so unrelatable. It just doesn't make any sense. For me, it's a bunch of fucking people. I have no idea who they are. They have no idea who the fuck I am. And all they're doing is running around throwing a ball, playing catch. So I'm watching grown-ass men.
And again, man, that's something that we have to really realize with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. No matter how good it looks in 2024 with, the TV, the technology, the high definition, the uniforms, the cheerleaders, the Super Bowl performances, you got to know at its core that this is a silly ass game where they're literally tossing a ball back and forth, man, or putting a ball through a hoop, and you have to have a certain level of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to really see past that, because it is a strong delusion, man. There's spirits behind this, man. All right, enchantments behind this effing folly, and it's a spirit upon me right now. I'm just sick of it, man. I don't watch sports, period. I'm done with it. I can't be a man fan. I'd rather watch the Shouties. I'd rather watch the WNBA, softball. I'm not into sports that much, but I'm definitely down to see a couple butts jiggle, playing sports, and things like that. Just being honest, I'm a real man through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. I'm not a man fan, and this precept I'm gonna bring out here pretty soon after he talk, is going to justify that.
Play catch. And I'm supposed to get so fucking infatuated with this whole thing and be so fascinated by it that I'll remember all of their stats and remember what team they played on throughout their career and remember how many fucking points they got in each game. And I'll even go so far as, this is the dumbest shit that I've seen, I'll even go so far as I'll wear their uniform. I'll wear another man's name on my back in public and walk around like a bitch. Do you know what the fuck that is, to wear the name of another man across your back on a jersey or fucking whatever they call them, sports uniform? Do you know how stupid that seems to someone who's not in that whole loop of things and who's not of that mindset? If you don't, I'm going to tell you, it seems fucking ridiculous. It is absurd to think that I would ever fucking in my life wear the name of another man, wear his uniform. What am I, his fucking bitch? What the fuck? It makes no sense. And to these people who are so in love with these fucking sports figures, these guys don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. If you were starving in the street, they wouldn't give a fuck about you. And there you are, spending your money buying their sports paraphernalia. It doesn't make any sense. Now, with that being said, I wouldn't have an issue with it if these same people were fulfilling their lives in other aspects and doing the right thing with regard to their families, their friends, their communities, and were as excited or as enthusiastic about other things in life as well, including business and work, employment, finance, education, learn.
And of course, for us, it'll be serving Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai is the most important thing for an Israelite man.
Whatever. But that doesn't seem to be the case. It seems to be that this is it. It's the sports, and that's it. And it's like a religious thing to them. It's held in such high regard, so they don't know what to make of people like me. Man.
I'll leave it there because he said something. When he said it's held in such high regard, you already know where I'm going with it, man. And that's the theme, all right, the spirit that is Babylon the Great, the so-called United States, man, that it's held in high regard. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 6. Folly, all right, all that play, all the games, the bread and circus. And bear with me, man. I'm humbling myself for a few days, so I'm a little weak, but I'm trying to push through anyway, so my voice may seem a little weak or what have you. But again, Ecclesiastes 10 and verse 6, folly is set in great dignity, all right, and the rich sit in low place, man. All right, so that folly is set in great dignity is the whole point of what I'm going into through the spirit of power, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, man. It's all this play stuff. Our people, our men, man, especially. Now, make no mistakes. There are levels to it. There are some men that just kind of watch sports for entertainment and just, casually watch it. And then you got men that know every damn stat, all right, ever, all right, of all the sports, but definitely that football and that basketball. Oh my goodness. And they'll paint their faces, and like the dude was going into, they'll wear a man's name on his back. Make no mistake about it. When I was a teenager, that was the throwback era, with the jerseys and things like that. So yeah, as a kid, that's a little bit more understandable. You're a kid, of course, you're looking up to other grown men. It's not a whole lot I see wrong with that per se. So yeah, I used to wear jerseys and stuff all the time as a kid, but once I became a grown man, I did. And the reason why I bring that video out is because I feel the same way. Before I came across that video and many others, speaking the same thing, I said the same thing to myself, man. There's no way. I told the female I'm dealing with that too. She not finna do it, and neither am I. You not finna come up in here wearing another nigga name plastered on you, man. All right, that's absolute madness. That's confusion. It's just weird, man. And a lot of our men are in that spirit, man. You may not be a face painter and a body painter, but I told my dad this as it relates to trying to prophesy to him a few years back about what's really going on with this sports shit, and I was trying to explain to him how you're giving these athletes praise and worship. He was trying to deny it because he was taking it like a literal, like getting on your knees and throwing your hands up and down and saying holy, like we do to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and we really praise and worship our power. And I'm trying to explain to this this man that, hey, when you clap, when y'all are sitting in front of the TV and you're and the women are saying, you go boy, or that's a bad boy, or again you're clapping, you're yelling, this is a form of praise, man. Clapping, making a joyful noise, all right, until the Lord is what we do. But you guys are making a joyful noise into a bunch of men, and they're sick, man. And the whole point of this is in Romans, man, and that'll be it. Romans 1 and 22. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. All right, concerning the Hebrew Israelites and how the Lord told us and taught us how foolish our people was, sottish, stupid, wise to do evil and wickedness, man. All right. And in verse 23, and change the glory of the incorruptible God into an image made like to corruptible man, and especially as it relates to Jesus, all right, who the Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, man. That's an idol. He's not real. I mean, Caesar Borgia or whatever, he is not the true image of the true power of Yahweh Shai, man. All right. And corruptible man into birds, into fortified beasts and creeping things. And that's all, the idols that are upon the earth, man, that our people as well as the other nations praise and worship, man. Statues and huge birds and owls and things like that. Wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanliness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. And here's the point: who changed the truth of God into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay, our people and our men, we're supposed to be showing ourselves men, serving our power. All right, but instead these idiots, all right, these weak men, effeminate men, all right, and it's such a strong delusion that that's a way that they make you effeminate without actually looking effeminate, man. You don't really see it, but we're calling it out through the spirit because everything is coming to the light. If you are a sports fan, my guy, and you're not serving the Lord, you are likening to a female, a fan, a cheerleader, nigga. That's what you're doing. What else are you not cheering for these guys? You're a cheerleader. Bahashem Yahweh Shai, you are a cheerleader. If you know what I mean? Again, there's nothing wrong with watching the damn sports, but I will say it's getting late in the day, and eventually ain't gonna be no more sports to watch anyway. So you need to be serving the real power, who will let you have some glory eventually, man. But instead, what do these weak niggas do, man? All right, worship the creatures more than the creator, and namely these sports players, man. All right, and they got everything, man. I've been going into that a lot late through the spirit. It's just near and dear to me. These, especially the Israelite men, all right, that are on that football field. I don't care if they're rich or not, how much taxes come out, how much they got to pay, uh their 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 financial advisors and how many fees they have. They're still making a killing, man, more than the average Israelite is making with their 9 to 5 jobs, man. And it's a folly game that they're playing, man. Those guys, man, got the looks. Come on, man. Most of them, when you look at them football players, how many of them, when they're plastering them, do you think your woman, all right, or the average woman is looking at and they're saying, oh my God, he's just so ugly? It's the exact opposite. Teeth all perfect, right? Got the money to get veneers and get their teeth, perfect, all right? Got the resources, all right, to train their bodies and to get their bodies in shape. Here we are suffering, praying and fasting, not getting adequate nutrition. All right, the Lord gonna give us our daily bread, but come on, man, we're not eating like those athletes, especially if we want to talk about the top performing athletes. Oh man, they got the best food, man. So they look amazing. They already tall, and the world worships inches, man. If you're 5'9", which I'm about 5'9", 5'10" on a good day, Eve will sell her soul for a couple inches of height, man. She will treat you completely different. She will be more submissive. You can't tame Eve nowadays. Make no mistake about it. You can't tame her nowadays. But if you do have a show of power, which a lot of that power comes from a stature, everybody respects that, man. Everyone worships inches, man. It could be inches on your booty, and please don't get to talking about a man's rod as it relates to the woman, man. If you inches and people will sell their soul, they will go crazy. I'm watching this and listening, and my spiritual ears are opening up, and I'm just casually just hearing men talk about niggas weight. Oh, he 250. Oh, he 215, 6'4". Every basketball and football. Oh, 220. 6'10". Wimbalana, whatever that tall ass nigga. I can't Wimbalana. I be watching a little bit of basketball. It's a little. I like that a little bit more than the football shit. But You know what I'm talking about? Or how tall this guy is. He like 7 feet something, man. You know what I mean? Just talking about his weight and it, cause it comes across my YouTube feed when I'm just strolling through the shorts, man. That Gilbert Arenas podcast when they're talking about these guys, and it's just always this, how much he weigh, how tall he is, how much he weigh, how tall he is, how much he weigh, and that's just the men. All right, imagine what the women are talking about. All right, and this shit just gotta stop. This folly, setting great dignity, it has to come to an end, man. We're sick of it as the Lord's hopeful elect having to deal with this crap. Us serving y'all, and again, man, I'm humbling myself right now. And if you know what that means, because I'm not trying to boast in the spirit that the Lord gives us, but y'all should know what that means, man. When I say I'm humbling myself right now, kind of weak, kind of lethargic, all right, kind of going without. All right, why these athletes stuff their face likened unto a glutton. You know what I mean? It's very gluttonous to be a bodybuilder. You got to eat all day when you're not hungry. Them the professional bodybuilders, man, they stuff their face, man. They're setting clocks, man. They're setting alarms to wake up in the middle of the night just to eat. While again, you got brothers like myself through the spirit and that are starving themselves. And I had a serious just moment when Apostle Tahar had did his testimony about him getting salmonella poison. It really hurt me near and dear to hear I can't control what the Lord do, and I'm sure the Lord had his reason for making that brother sick, okay? But just me as a younger brother hearing one of our leaders in Yahweh Bahashim and Yahweh Shah, all right, and every brother in their respective orders, hearing him testify that he got salmonella, it made me very sad. And then to see me, I fast a lot through the spirit, man. Okay, and to see me get skinnier and skinnier and skinnier, and I'm a personal trainer. I went to school for it. I know how to do this thing, man. I was in the military, man. I've actually been on steroids when I was in the military, man. So I've done all this, weightlifting and performance thing, man. But to hear, Apostle Tahar, say he had got salmonella, man, that hurt as it relates to seeing the 2/3, man, seeing our people prosper, seeing, our people stuff their face. This woman I'm dealing with, here I am fasting. It is what it is. And to watch them constantly, the woman got her abroad. She just went, how you think I feel knowing that this woman, and she ain't really fully submitted to me yet. She talk a good game, you know what I mean? She talk a good game, but we don't even live in the same city, man. You know what I mean? So I'm very circumspect. I ain't boo-boo the fool, and until I keep my eye on her, I'm not gonna really let her be called by my name, man. She can say this and say whatever, but she just came back from a food festival. How you think I'm feeling hearing these texts about, oh, I'm eating all this different food from India, Korea, Jamaica, gathering abroad, just came back from fucking Florida. I live in Georgia, right? And here I am humbling myself for, through the spirit, through the will, all right, of Yahweh Bahashim and Yahweh Shah. It's gonna get done. We're gonna fast often. It is what it is. All right, we're gonna make our body live a living sacrifice in a lot of different ways, man. Going out on the highways and byways, putting the Lord first by doing these epistles, and of course praying and fasting and keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability. These are all things that we do to make our body a living sacrifice. And then you got the rest of our nation just doing whatever the hell they want while the apostle gets sick. And I'm sure the apostle, or none of our brothers are gluttonous, I'm sure we're very thankful for our daily bread and to see, I'm asking the Lord why this biatch, right, ain't get salmonella. Why she get to go to a festival and our apostle, right? He gotta get sick. And then you got little brothers, starving themselves for the name Yahweh, warrior Yahweh Shai in the brotherhood. It'll piss you off, man. All right, we're not pissed off per se towards Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. It's just a principle, man. We're all brothers and sisters. Some of us, have some righteousness about themselves through the spirit, and a lot of them are wicked, but we're still brothers and sisters, man. So it's very, very difficult to keep having to endure the ass whoopings that the Lord is bestowing upon his hopeful elect by way of chastening and judgment, and to watch our people not get judged, especially the woman. It's very, very hard, man. Yeah, you know, wisdom driveth a wise man mad, and we're getting ready to go mad through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, but again, hey, the Lord is gonna do something about this because we're crying out. All we gotta do, man, is just maintain frame. Nobody said that this was gonna be easy, but if we have faith that the Lord is not a man that He shall lie, He said He was gonna do something and bring a drastic change to this earth, man, and a drastic change amongst our people in relation to Jacob's trouble, the great tribulation. You know, ain't gonna be no more sports players, man. And then evil try to come back to quote unquote regular men. All right, and you know, we're not regular men, but we, you know, haven't been manifested yet. So you know, once you know, the war pop off real good and a lot of these strong men are perishing. Oh, here comes Eve, here comes Isaiah 4:1, 7 women trying to take hold to a man. Oh, here they come, the women that you deal with that left out of your life to deal with men, and some left to deal with women, or a combination of the two. Oh, here they come trying to hit you up. Oh, here they go finding your old email address, because you ain't got your number no more. So they digging up old emails and stuff, trying to email you, or they, you know, trying to knock on your door. Yeah, here they come, because the niggas are dead. All right, the ones that they thought were strong, they're not even here no more. So they're coming back to us, and it's gonna be hell to pay in that day, man. We're not going for it, man. We're very merciful, and you know, we liken ourselves to try to be like Yahweh Hashem and Yahweh Shai as it relates to how we deal with the people, man. We want to show mercy uh till it's over with, because we want the Lord to show us mercy until it's over with. Now, some people are not worthy of receiving mercy, but we try to put that mercy first, because that is what we want from Yahweh Hashem Shai. We're wise enough at this point to know that we messed up and that we need mercy from the Lord. So us being on a higher level, it is what it is, a higher spiritual level than the 2/3, or you know, the rest of the brothers and sisters. We know that they fell short too, as far as our servants go, the women. We know that they've messed up. We know that they've committed adultery. We committed spiritual adultery against Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, which is exactly why He let us feel some of the pain and suffer from that, by letting our women, you know, gather abroad and be a whore and things like that. So we have to show them mercy, man, because ain't no getting around it. Yeah, sure, the Lord may bless you with a decent woman, but you know, there are a few virgins. Hell, the woman I'm dealing with, she claimed her little sister is a virgin. So man, I was shocked to hear that. But for the most part, come on, man. I personally haven't dealt with a virgin, and I've dealt with you know, my share of women in my day. Um, and that's just something we have to deal with. And as we grow, you know, we'll develop that skill set to be able to show mercy, because we're starting to understand, you know, judgment and cause and effect. And this is like a course for the gods. The Lord said ye are gods. It just hasn't manifested yet. And you know, starting with the 144,000, this is the process, and we got to be able to judge accordingly, and we got to be able to show mercy. If we want mercy from Yahweh Hashem Shai, we want to be pardoned, we got to show mercy. So I'm willing to show mercy to this female that I'm dealing with to a certain extent. But good gracious, man, when does the folly stop? And when do we, you know, get what's coming to us, which is that righteous reward? And when do they get their judgment? Because it is very, very exhausting, man. The scriptures speak about, you know, the saints being worn out, man. You know, the enemy wearing out the saints of the Most High. And my brother was going into that. I don't know. I was up by 3 o'clock in the morning listening to one of my brother's epistles. He was going into that, how we're just worn out and tired, man. We are. We're still keeping it pushing through the spirit, and we can only give you know, reverence to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai for that, not our own strength. Because if I was like, you know, just a mere man without the spiritual aspect, I would have gave up a long time ago, man. You know, but it is the spirit that quickens us and keeps us going, man. Because I mean, there's a lot of stuff that has happened with me and this woman, a lot of wrath, you know, that I really want to bestow upon motherfuckers out here on this earth. I've been to Iraq 3 times before I was 21, man. I ain't finna play with none of them. And I be having to, you know, catch myself and realize I got to wait on the Lord, and realize, hey, what my brother was saying in that epistle, that the Lord is, you know, the Lord said vengeance is his, man. So we got to wait on the Lord. All we got to do is serve the Lord, you know, at a you know, at the best possible level that we can serve him. And guess what, man? Everybody that f's us over, all right, they're gonna get dealt with, man. These niggas that are out here rich and famous, I don't care if they're rich or not, man, out there on that football field playing a game and being able to feed their family. Let's take it down to that level. Damn the rich shit, because I'm starting to see they're getting taxed and things like that. But at the end of the day, I guarantee you the majority of these niggas, whether they're sitting on a bench or whether they're some among the highest paid athletes, that they're making over $30,000 a year. Make no mistake about it, in their bank account enough to take care of their family, and that's all we're really seeking, aren't we? Are all we really, really seeking, is our daily bread from Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. All right, so I guarantee you that these niggas got more than daily bread, man. And we're just trying to take care of our families, ourselves, our families, our brothers, for those who have families. All right, and I guarantee you that they're able to do that by indulging in daily folly. Something that we grew up as kids doing in the backyard, man. Especially in our generation, our era, when we used to actually come outside running full court every day. This is something that we did in the backyard, in the street, man. Wherever you live, man, we used to hoop basketball goals everywhere. And you mean to tell me the same thing that we did as kids, these niggas get to do as adults and get all the benefits from it as if they were gods walking on earth? They got the money. And again, especially the top athletes. Look at MJ. Come on, man. And I've been watching videos and interviews concerning that boy MJ, and it makes perfect sense. I don't think all athletes are like that, but come on, man. We've been very prideful, and we ain't even got to that level, man. When we were in the world, we were very puffed up, man. I was a so-called pretty boy out here, man, pulling all the girls, man. You couldn't tell me nothing. They talking about MJ is one of the biggest assholes of our nation. Do you think that these people are lying when they're coming up with these, when they're telling these stories about Michael Jordan? How arrogant he is. Come on, this is MJ, the most, popular athlete ever, especially as it relates to basketball, highest selling shoes ever. Everybody know MJ, especially, the older generations. The newer generation probably don't know about Michael Jordan like that, but he's still probably the most. They still buy his shoes though, for sure. My daughter don't know nothing about MJ. You think she ain't never asked me for a pair of J's though? No, nothing about no Michael Jordan, man. And again, the whole point was how arrogant he is, how unappreciative he is for the talent, all right, and the stature that the Lord gave him. And the thing about that stature, man, if you do know, man, when our brother had that vision, and he saw a Yahweh Shai in the midst of his brothers, getting ready to crown them and such, he made a point to say that he was, had greater stature than everybody. He was taller, probably bigger, more muscular, more handsome than the rest of that 144,000. All right. And the reason why I bring that up is to show you that stature does mean something. Do you think we're finna tower over the king? So stature is important, and we not, bro. Some brothers got a little height to them, man. Make no mistake about it. Some brothers got a little height to them, man. But the average of us don't. We definitely not like NBA status. You might get 6 feet, 6'2", things like that, man. These niggas down there 7 feet tall, man. It means something. It's a sign, a show of power. And you could be the weakest nigga in the world, man. People will sell their soul. Eve will sell her soul for a picture with you, man, or a night with you, just because you have a certain show of power about yourself via your height. All right. And don't you be having some height with some muscles behind it, or just have some muscles, even sell her soul about it. Like I say, inches, the whole world. And it ain't just women, children, of course. Look at men's stature, other men. All right, that's what I was going to, how men are just constantly talking about other men's stature. Like, what is going on? Oh, he's 6'8", 200 some pounds, man. Just every day with the sports shit, just assessing men, man. Just every day. It's weird to me, man. It's weird. All right. And I pray that the Lord, brings this to an end, man, here pretty soon, because I can't take too much more of it, man. You know, we want our glory and righteousness, man. Trying to figure out why the Lord is giving, these Israelites so much. Obviously, we know He gonna bring them down, build them up to knock them down. It's still a hard pill to swallow, man. Knowing that we're all supposed to be in captivity. What type of captivity you niggas in? Yeah, y'all may be slaves just like everybody else, but y'all are a lot better treated. Some of you slaves out here are living better than the slave masters, man. All right. Some of you niggas is living better than the Edomites, man, and you supposed to be in captivity, still trying to figure this out. All right, that's in relation to wisdom driving a wise man mad. If you gotta be wise enough to know that we're in our captivity. All right, to actually speak against this folly that's set in great dignity here in Babylon the Great. Lord willing, I'm gonna do another video because this is near and dear to me about bread and circus and just where this come from and exactly why they spend so much money on these athletes and entertainment. You already know why. It's to keep the people distracted, man, so they don't really see what's really going on. All these rumors of wars and awards that's popping up. Do you think the average American knows what's going on? I guarantee you the average American is going to somehow, some way be a part of the Super Bowl, even if they just watch for a little bit or even if they just watch the halftime show, man. All right, they're gonna be there. They say the Super Bowl is like the most watched event in Babylon the Great, man. So it's gonna be billions of Babylonians, all right, watching predominantly Israelites up and down that football field come Super Bowl Sunday, man. All right. And it's just enough is enough, man. All right, enough is enough of this play stuff. You got real men out here. Again, look at Apostle Tahar, man, with the salmonella, and Apostle Tahar did testify. It didn't last that long as it could have. The water Yahweh by Hashem and Hawashah. But I don't like to hear that. Any brother that go through anything, it was two brothers. They were just talking about how the Lord, delivered them from a sword. They was out there on a construction site, and a demon, a nigga with a hoodie on, and it was hot. He had a sword out ready, on trying to take the brother's vehicle, man, or possibly cause the brother harm. But of course, the Wadi Hashem Shah delivered those brothers, man. Just check out that testimony page, the GMS testimonials page, man. You'll see all these things. You see what I'm saying? Look at what we're going through. And those brothers was making it a point to say, hey, man, they just trying to feed their family, trying to get their daily bread, and got to worry about a nigga coming through with the sword on them, man, trying to take, what the Lord has blessed them with. And it's very vexing, and it gets us exhausted, here you know what I mean, just sacrificing on a daily basis. And we gotta see, I'm not going for it. I'm not finna watch you, guy. I'm not finna watch you, guy, at all. I'm not finna, not clapping for you, my nigga. None of that. That's weird to me. I ain't no man fan. I'm gonna worship the creator, not the creature, in hopes that one day the creator is gonna raise us up and give us that everlasting glory. See, their glory is only temporary. They're gonna get old, they're gonna lose those talents, man, and lose that stature, man. All right. And we have to again have that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the process. Again, if we make it and we be those men, we'll have that glory and that stature and that beauty for all eternity, man. So which one would you pick? You want to sell your soul for temporary glory, temporary riches, on a defiled earth, or do you want to wait on the King? All right, do you want to wait on Yahweh Shema Shai to lift up that standard, and He give you that everlasting glory? He give you that crown that's floating upon your head. Because that's what one of the brothers said he saw in the vision. Them crowns wasn't even touching brother's head. It was just up there. I think he said it might have been spinning. You know what I mean? It's like, keep your little jewels, man, your little diamonds and things. We gonna serve the Lord no matter what. No matter how pissed off I get, man, through the Spirit, I'm gonna keep on calling upon Yahweh Hashem Hawashah. And I know this day, all right, that the Akim will do the same, man. And I trust these brothers with my life, man, because I know they got the same spirit that was given unto me, man. Some brothers, have been given more, all right. Some brothers have been given less, but we're all moving as one body on one accord, man, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Hawashah. So I pray that we all make it, and I pray that the Lord make an example out of these niggas soon. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Till next time, Shalom.